Hey! Don't forget to subscribe and click on the bell icon. Welcome to Kids Stay Home.
Due to the unusual circumstances of COVID-19, this year's Hari Raya was celebrated slightly differently. But the spirit of Hari Raya still lives on. Usually, the night before Hari Raya, I will spend time to sweep and mop the house.
Selamat Hari Raya Aidilfitri to all my Muslim friends. You know, a common staple for Hari Raya in Singapore is lontong, rendang, lemak lodeh. But here's the thing, if you go for Hari Raya house visiting, each house will always prepare the same thing. By the end of the day, I'm telling you, it's traumatizing. Traumatizing, you know, eating a lot of lontong. To spice things up a bit, I'm going to share with you a little recipe that I really like.
In this episode, we will be making Roti Kirai Rainbow and chicken curry. There are two parts to this video. Part 1, Roti Kirai, and Part 2, chicken curry. Part 1, Roti Kirai. The ingredients you need are half packet of flour, 1 tablespoon of salt, 1 tablespoon of black pepper, 1 tablespoon of turmeric powder, 1 egg, 3 stalks of pandan leaves tied up, 1 small packet of coconut milk, and food coloring of your choice. I chose red, green, yellow, and blue. First, we are going to mix the dry ingredient together. I'm going to add the salt, pepper, and turmeric powder into the flour. Mix the dry ingredients up evenly. Next, I'm going to add the egg, the coconut milk, some water. Going to slowly mix these wet ingredients up. You can gradually add water as and when you need to. I do find it easier to use a whisk to ensure that the mixture has no more lumps. Once you have whisked it until it becomes this watery, smooth mixture, you can add your pandan leaves. This process may get messy, there might be spillage, so it's important for us to keep our kitchen tops clean. As you can see, I'm using a bottles with holes. You can get this at your local hardware store, or if you cannot find it, you can just use any plastic bottles and poke a hole on the bottle cap. Next, I am going to take 4 separate containers to evenly distribute the mixture and the coloring. In order for us not to cross-contaminate the colors, I suggest using a clean spoon for each coloring. Now, we are ready to pan fry our Roti Kirai. As you can see, I am using pandan leaves to grease the frying pan with oil. On medium heat, I am going to add in my mixture. So, the name Roti Kirai comes from the word kirai, that means a mess. So you don't have to form that perfect circle. It is supposed to look messy, and if it does, you're fine. Make sure the sides are evenly cooked before flipping it over and transferring it to a plate. Once we have fried our Roti Kirai, we are going to roll it. So what I'm doing here is I am rolling the sides inwards and then rolling it into this shape. Part 2. Chicken curry. The ingredients you need are Prima Taste Singapore curry paste, half a chicken, 5 potatoes cut into cubes, and half a packet of cherry tomatoes. In a pot and on medium heat, add some cooking oil. Next, we are going to add the first packet labeled as A. This contains the spices, or in Malay, we call it rempah. We are going to stir the rempah up, and the goal is to make sure that all those oil breaks at the top. Next, we are going to add some seasoning, salt and pepper. And then we are going to mix it all up again. And once the oil breaks, we can add in the chicken. Stir well. Next, we are going to add the second packet labeled as B, which contains the coconut powder. Add in water and fill it to the brim of the pot. Stir well. Next, we can add in our potatoes bit by bit. Potatoes absorbs the seasoning from the gravy. So, it is best to add more seasoning, such as black pepper and salt, after you add in the potatoes. Stir well. Let it simmer for 2 minutes before adding in our last ingredient, the cherry tomatoes. Let it sit for 5 minutes and then you can turn off the heat. The side dish is optional, but if you want to get fancy, then I suggest you use cucumbers, eggs and tomato ketchup as a side serving to your Roti Kirai. And voila! The Roti Kirai is done. Since the passing of my grandmother in 2012, I've stopped celebrating Hari Raya altogether. But due to unusual circumstances this year, it became unusually festive with friends checking up on me.
So remember, the secret ingredient to every good food is love. Have fun in the kitchen!
Hey kids, if you are inspired by today's video and decide to make something, anything, share it with us with the hashtag 3pumpkins and stand a chance to be featured in our next video. See you next time. Bye!